Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I have a very special guest, and I'm very happy. She is a legend in the world of horror, sci-fi, and just about any genre, and that is Jackie Joseph. You may remember her. She was Mrs. Futterman in Gremlins. She was Mrs. Kirkland in Police Academy 2 and 4. But everybody especially remembers her as Audrey 1 in The Little Shop of Horrors, the original, before it turned into a musical with Rick Moranis. And I'm going to interview her today when she calls in a few moments. I'm so excited. This is going to be pretty awesome because she is a legend. I'd like to say happy birthday to our past guest, Kathleen Kinmont. Gorgeous, talented, funny lady who I had the pleasure of interviewing last summer. And happy birthday to you, Kathleen. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a fun interview. Yeah, so she should be calling any moment now. Hi, Jackie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. Are we doing your show right now?
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay. Hello to anybody and everybody who's paying attention.
Thank you so much for taking the time this morning. It's such an honor, ma'am.
Well, you're welcome, and I just have to say you're so professional and so exact that I would be a bad person if I didn't call you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay, what would you like to know?
Well, I was going over your credits, and I see that one of your first roles you did, you played a sales girl in the Elvis Presley movie King Creole.
I did, and the part itself was certainly minuscule, but the adventure was really interesting. I don't know if you know that Elvis cornered me in my cul-de-sac in the dime store, and
Oh no.
and no, it was sweet. And the funny thing is that the age that I was, I was just a little too young for Frankie and a little too old for Elvis. And all I really was happy about was that I was in a movie. You know, a big movie with a big set and a big director. And then suddenly this nice young singer who was very popular.
Yeah.
At the end of the scene, they told everybody to clear the stage. And so I tried to leave my little sales place where I was selling bears. And there was this Elvis Presley with his guitar at the blocking my exit. And so I just sort of stood there and he started playing a song and he started singing. And, being the sophisticated person that I was, in my head, I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
And all I kept thinking is okay, get a sentence ready. So when someone stops singing at me, I'll have something pleasant to say that is appropriate. I was just thinking of what my retort would be.
Yeah.
Well, I should have been swooning like any other girl. But I had a really good one ready. When he finished, I said, "Oh, you do ballads very nicely. You might consider recording some." And he said, "Well, that's interesting because the Colonel and I were just talking about that." He had just been doing rock and roll a lot. Not that I knew that much about it even. But he started talking about, he really should start doing slow songs. I thought, my main thought was just thinking if I could just evaporate and have my teenage cousin who would die of joy to be standing in my place. But, of course, that didn't happen. So we had a small chat about singing ballads, and then he very nicely said, well, there's going to be a party at my house after the shooting tonight with my friends and I. It'd be very nice if you'd like to come. And I quickly thought in my head, well, I'm not one of those girls. And I thanked him and said I had another appointment. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Anyway, I call it my sweet moment with Elvis. He was a darling gentleman. And I got my own little song. So, be careful with me. There's no short answer.
Yeah, I've always heard that he was quite a gentleman. Then you did The Little Shop of Horrors, which I've always loved your performance in the movie. You're very kind, compassionate, and endearing as Audrey. How did you get that role?
I was in New York doing the Billy Barnes Review. And when it was over, I was wondering what to do, and I suddenly got a phone call from my agent, and said that I fly right back in. I'm wanted for a movie. I didn't even have to audition. And all I could think of is that Roger had seen me on the stage, and that he was looking for a quality for Audrey. Yeah. And of course, at the time, no one knew that was going to be such a big deal. But, what it was a 2-day job. Yeah. The whole movie was shot in 2 days.
Yeah.
And because he wanted somebody who was innocent, and I was innocent, and it was very easy to play. All you had to do is believe it. And Jonathan and I both played it from the heart. But we got together before the movie started filming, and we had to memorize the whole movie because nobody had time to do anything but run at a carpenter's booth and change your clothes. And if there's a shadow on you, too bad. They really jammed that movie through us, and we thought it was silly, but it was a job. And again, all I could think of is I'm in a movie. Yeah. And I learned a lot of things. I learned don't pay attention to makeup people, because the funniest thing is why I'm getting ready, and in my young actor head, I'm thinking, okay, everybody on this movie is professional. They know how to do this. And so while I was in the makeup chair, the makeup man kept making my eyebrows. And I said, my goodness, I have big eyebrows. And I casually asked him if he did any women before. And he said, oh, no, I just did monsters.
Oh, my God.
I know. And I thought, maybe he wouldn't be insulted if I went into the ladies' room and kind of dabbed down some of the eyebrows. So if you notice, Audrey had very generous eyebrows, but you should have seen them before. And it's like the wolf girl Audrey. But it was very fun to do because all the actors were very professional. They knew their lines, and they took the role seriously. And it absolutely boggled our minds. Years later, when suddenly, we'd get fan mail from people that had dead leaves out on the stationery.
Oh my God!
We didn't realize that it turned into a cult thing. Yeah. And then when they did the musical, we were astonished, and nobody told us about it. Roger told everybody we were dead, so that when they did the show in New York, there wouldn't be any distraction from any of the old players.
So you liked working with the cast?
Of course. you didn't have time to sit and chat and tell stories. But I did become pretty good friends with Jack Miller and of course Jonathan.
Did you have any interaction with Jack Nicholson?
I was probably changing my clothes while he did his whole thing. He was like in again, out again, and I knew Jack was there. I don't think I got a chance to watch him do his thing because we were getting ready for the next shot. But it became a big deal afterwards to know that we worked with Jack, essentially, and he became the star of the movie. But you see, in those times, there weren't as many actors, and of course there wasn't as many jobs. And so the core people who worked, especially in funny little jobs, you know each other because you hang around the same places, and it's just you know who everybody is. And we were like in the big club of people who wanted to be actors. Mm-hmm. So he was always a sweet boy.
Yeah, I love that scene where you're having dinner with Seymour and his mother, and you're drinking Dr. Flem's cough syrup, and you're having soup with sofa powder on top.
No, it was pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
But, it's just show business, and of course she was like a star because she was a radio star. Mm-hmm. The actress, and I think she also was like the aunt of the writer. Everybody just was kind of attached, and I'm so lucky that I had the essence that Roger needed for this particular movie. And I still get calls and invites to come and see the young people doing. They do little shop all over the country, in schools and in little theater. And I can't go to these places, but I could talk to some of these people, or I could give them little inspirations. I mean, my main tip to everybody who asks me how to play it is just be true.
Mm-hmm. Did you like the musical version?
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. It is. It's very clever.
Yeah.
And if anything, I didn't like the movie as much as the theater piece. Mm-hmm. I don't know why that is. I'm sure it was a fine movie, but I probably wished I was in the movie and and not playing Audrey. You hate to see some legendary thing in your life go by and not have a little moment in time, like the pod people. They brought in their own players, but that's just a vanity idea. I'm sure it was a good movie. There's something about the piece in the theater that is so engrossing, and that you care about the characters so much more.
Yeah.
It was just 2 days in the life, and nothing has been talked about as much, I think, as that. And of course, working with Roger was interesting. He was always a gentleman. He was like one of those squires in England. You think of him as somebody who's respected, which is really funny because at that time he wasn't that respected. He was a joke.
Yeah.
He was a joke who made a fortune, and now he gets honors and all the time for his uniqueness. Right? But
as they should, they should, because he is a genius.
Well, my favorite part of Roger is the opportunities that he gave to so many so many, especially directors and writers,
Yeah.
he gave them a chance to really get on the boards. And of course, that's why I did Gremlins, because Joe Dante
Right.
was a Roger person.
Yep.
Was one of his neophytes, and he was in great company. So, just for that alone, Roger opened the door for great talent.
Yeah, Gremlins is one of my favorites, and you and Dick Miller work really well together, and especially the second one, when you two have a little bit more to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, the funny part of the second one is we were killed in the first one.
Yeah.
But when the opening of the second movie, which I'm sure nobody heard, it's a big New York scene, and in traffic, and the two leads, the young people are walking and chatting over the music and the credits, and one of them says to the other, "Oh, the Futtermans are coming to visit," and the other says, "Oh, they're much better now."
Yeah. Yeah.
Much better, because we're dead. So they resurrected us, which was always pleased Dick and I. Of course, our favorite thing is when we were in New York, we had big work trailers and all the lox and bagels we wanted.
Nice. Yeah, that's...
It was great. And it was a great cast. Good friends, Kathleen Freeman, and my younger days, we were very young friends, and to be in movies together, it was thrilling. It was a pretty long job, and working with the puppetry. The puppeteers were geniuses. We'd be acting as some great scary gremlin, and flying from a roof, about to attack, and they're all wired up, and you see the puppeteers were like under the ground. They had opened the sidewalks in New York, and they're hiding under there, making it all work. They were inspired by Joe Dante, and he did, before a lot of the technical magic that happens now, he made it really happen, with physical art. So he's the genius of the Gremlins, really.
Yes, he is. He's very visual and artistic in that way. And he was influenced by, the Looney Tunes cartoons.
He was Looney Tunes. He was dear, darling, kind. There was so much kindness on that silly set. And, he's still a kind, darling guy. And all I can think of is that how lucky we were to Dick and I were, of course, Dick Miller, good luck charm to Joe Dante.
Yeah.
But they must have had people from Little Shop come in as characters. I think it was fun for them. So that not only were Dick and I character people, we were Little Shop character people. So I think that got us work. We played a husband and wife in several silly movies. It was great.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Go Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And Alan Arkish, the director, very creative guy, with one of Rogers' people. So, the good fortune continues. All you have to do is go work a couple of days, and the rest of your life you get little bonuses.
Yeah.
Not residuals. This is my favorite funny fact of Little Shop, is that Roger only had the studio for a couple of days because it was left over from something his brother was doing. So he had to finish this movie by midnight, because the next day the new contract for Screen Actors Guild offered residuals for the first time.
Yeah.
We had to get in under the wire, so they never had to pay us for reruns.
That's crazy. Yeah. I met I met Dick last year at a convention. He was a nice man.
Isn't he sweet?
Yeah, he's a very nice man.
He's a quiet guy, but he's funny, and he's got a real go-getter wife. Did you see his documentary?
Not yet. I really want to see it though.
Oh yeah, I mean everything and more that you ever wanted to know about Dick Miller. And when that came out, his wife invited me that we should go every night for a week and do talks after the screening here in LA. So we had a big dose of each other. It was wonderful.
Nice.
He's very, very sweet and kind guy.
Oh, yes, he is. How did you get Police Academy 2?
I'm just lucky, I guess. I did 2 and 4 of Police Academy. And we played this little family that had nothing to do with the movie whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was like they decided to throw in a scene with a family of one of the characters.
Right.
And, we just hit each other. I mean, I don't think I did the hitting. It's just the hitting struck me funny as the mother. So it was another great giggling role.
Right.
And how I got it, I think I got the first one because of Jerry Paris, who was the director. And I knew Jerry from the Dick Van Dyke Show. And also, we were like social friends because Jerry was best friends with Ann Morgan Gilbert, who was Millie the neighbor in the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Right.
And I worked with her. She was my dressing room mate when we did the Billy Barnes Review. Yeah. And so, it becomes like a family, and everyone follows saying, oh, here, you want to be in our movie. I love the jobs you get when you don't have to audition.
Yeah, those are the best.
Pick you. And that was great fun because they'd whisk us off to Toronto. And so it was really otherworldly. And I loved being a part of it. When you see the whole movie together, you just think, this is the stupidest movie. But people were having fun. And there were some very important comedy actors involved in that.
Oh, definitely, yes. Yeah.
I'm hearing myself just talking about having a good time more than anything else. So I think that might be the key. It's been a fun career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've interviewed a few people who've worked with Jerry Paris, and they told me he was very kind and compassionate, and he knew how to get a good performance out of the actor.
Well, he was a very good actor, and I never understand the people who were mean. I couldn't understand that. Why would anybody not be nice to somebody, especially when you're working on a project? But Jerry was just fun because I think he was an actor first. I mean, all the directing came in, and that was nice.
Of course.
But he and his kids, they're a great family. Mm-hmm. And, all this talking is constantly reminding me of how many people have passed on and how fabulous it is because you were in a business that has been documented that you're sort of always still there.
Yeah. I noticed, too, you started coloring your hair brown around that time.
My hair was always brown.
Oh, you just colored it black?
Well, it may have looked black, but it was dark brown. The only time I really wore wigs or hair pieces was in the Cheyenne Social Club. Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorite jobs also, where you got to have big Western curls. And but no, I never really had black hair. It just in black and white movies. That's what it looked like. But and now I'm not coloring my hair, and it is no longer brown. It especially when the lights are on it, it looks like a big cotton ball. But I'm appropriately salt and pepper gray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm 34, and I started going gray when I was 15. I started getting little gray hairs, and now since I was like 25, it's just all over the place. So I color my hair when I do acting jobs and stuff.
Well, don't tell anybody.
I don't.
I'll never tell. And the funny thing, it just doesn't matter. You're not your hair. It's your accoutrement. But it's just a wonderful business to have been in now, because so many people are so appreciative of our early work. It really is a phenomena that there's people who weren't even born when this work was done, and they are truly fans of the old movie and television days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you know, but, and especially from Facebook. And people are so clever, they know how to find clips of old jobs, and they're kind enough to send them. So things I forgot I've ever done. I get little pieces of treasures from friends from the Facebook world. Very dear people.
Mm-hmm. I'm certainly one of them. I'm just love old movies and old TV shows. That's why I started this podcast. I love it.
Well, that's very clever of you. Now, what do you do when? I can't see you, so do you just sit in a chair, or do you have pictures of what you're talking about?
Yeah, what I do is I use my iPhone to record me visually for the intro, and I show pictures of the guests, and then when I talk to them over the phone on my house phone, I record the conversation, and then I do the outro with my iPhone again visually. It's a very clever idea I came up with.
It is. Look away from you.
Yeah.
And you're having fun doing it.
I certainly am. I'm 53 episodes in, and I'm enjoying it.
Well, I hope that you keep enjoying it and keep finding all the wonderful old players that are still here. It's always nice to hear from people. I wish I could tell you something that would be earth-shaking. But maybe it's still being here as earth-shaking. But it's very fun to run into people from the old days. And, of course, because of my seniority, I still work with the unions. I volunteer, of course, but I'm the senior chair of SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
And just to help people understand that seniors are interesting people too. You're not just old so that you become a cipher or a stereotype of an old person.
Right.
And so that's one of my personal challenges is helping improve the real vision of what senior people are. And then also, since I was working with Doris Day, another senior person, I've been an advocate for animals because we started an organization.
Right.
Sorry, I'll let my husband get that. Called Actors and Others for Animals.
Right.
Yeah. It's probably an important call coming in from someone who wants to repair our house. Which is do those people call all over the country. It's the most annoying thing when someone acts like your friend and they want to clean out your heater. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's a blight, but it's nice that we can share that.
Absolutely. Jackie, I thank you so much for taking the time this morning, and God bless you, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, and stay new to your dogs.
I sure will.
Okay. Best to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Jackie Joseph. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate you taking the time this morning. Third time I've said that, but I truly mean it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page, and follow me on Twitter, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes.